Okay, so here's a picture of the refrigerator. You can see it's basically completely empty. I was at a craft show this weekend, so it is Monday. Gone through the fridge, cleared out to get us all restocked. Everybody did a really good job of getting it eaten down. We have a little bit of food waste though. This is not true waste, it just didn't get eaten up as a snack. So I'm going to chop that up and freeze that for like chili. And then we have some English muffins that have been around just too long in there, so those are going to go. And then we have this little bit of lettuce. So not bad. Okay, so we went through and made the list at the house. We already stopped at Hy-Vee. Now we're going to Aldi to get stuff, and then Walmart. And I'll show you guys what we have.
What do I call a hand top?
Oh, what? A hand top. The blueberries look good, so. And this one. Look how small, but I think it'll be okay. Cantaloupe does not look amazing. Do you still want one?
How much are those?
$1.99. No?
Grab one.
Grab one? Okay.
One looks alright.
I want to get a Walmart, a watermelon at Walmart.
Yeah, the other ones, I'm saying the other ones are cool
Okay.
bottles. Yeah.
And we got the buns. So we only spent 10 cents more at Hy-Vee, so that's okay. Look at that. The bread is only $1.39, but we like the bimbo bread. The bimbo bread.
Bimbo.
You can't have the Aldi bread.
I've been spoiled with this. I didn't think
I know.
would. Yeah, I thought I was something crap brand.
I know. I know. Like you and the bimbo bread and the Daisy cottage cheese. Okay, let's get cheese here. Do you want to get like regular burger, or do you want to get like they have the pre-made patties? Like this is just for one cookout. I don't see why that's look.
Pre-made.
Let's see.
Quicker. That way they're more proportionate.
Yeah.
Especially
Let's.
if I'm growing
I thought that they had bigger.
containers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these
Hang
are
on.
what, 4-batch.
Yeah, that feels ridiculous.
I think it is too. I think
I think the last time I saw this, it was like $16.
I think $10 is pushing it. So it's kind of like that here.
Yeah. They don't have the McCafe at all. Right. Well, here's like this was like 18 or something, wasn't it? That size.
I'm not really sure what they were.
And then Folgers. Ugh. Okay, so we are back. So as promised, I'm gonna flip you around, show you what we got and how much it cost. So there it is. That's everything we got at Walmart, Hy-Vee, and then Aldi over there. In total, we spent $170.32. I'll start over here. Walmart. All this right here cost $73.60. So we have bananas, cottage cheese. We have some baked beans. That's the other thing. We have regular groceries here, and we have some items that we're contributing to a Father's Day cookout. So bananas, cottage cheese, the baked beans for the Father's Day cookout, whipped topping, 4 loaves of bread. The kids are home for the summer, and some of the kids have toast. We have a lot of toast eaters actually, and then sandwiches. We have some cheddar bratwurst and some original. That's for the cookout, as well as these patties. That was actually a pretty good deal. It was like $10. I mean, we'll see, right? I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, coleslaw. We got this for. I don't make very good coleslaw, so I got that for. We're going to do some pork shoulder this week. Anyway, so some light Greek yogurt, some peach yogurt. My little guy was out of his smooth yogurt, so I got some of those. Ranch dressing, 3 gallons of milk. Normally I get 2. Summertime, I'm going with 3. We'll see how they do with that. and then a watermelon. Okay, so right here at Hy-Vee, we spent $22.91. We most got sale items and items for the Father's Day cookout. So these are the chips for the cookout. These were on sale like $1.99 each when you got 3. So this is what we got to take to the cookout. We're supplying the buns. So we have hamburger and hot dog buns. And then we are out of sour cream, so I got that. We needed some, iceberg lettuce, and then we got 2 containers of strawberries. And then over here at Aldi, we spent $73.81. And of course, we got I would say the biggest bang for the buck here, as is usual, right? So I got some coffee creamer back there, some romaine lettuce, spinach, celery, 2 dozen eggs. Glad to see those prices are starting to come down. 3 containers of the sliced cheese. We got 2 mild cheddar and 1 Havarti. 2 packages of deli meat. We have oven roasted turkey and then ham, some butter, my husband's chocolate, cantaloupe. I got some cream cheese, regular cream cheese, and then chive and onion for I already had bagels and English muffins still in the freezer, so I got that for the kids for their bagels and English muffins. Onions, 2 containers of blueberries, 2 containers of these grape tomatoes. Yeah, grape tomatoes. I think I already said celery. Spinach, some shredded cheese, 2 packs of peppers, salsa. Picked up these tostadas. We really have started liking to do these. Just an easy meal because you can just use refried beans and all the taco toppings on there. Those. Okay, and then chips. I got one of my kids really likes chips and salsa, so I got some tortilla chips to go with that salsa we were out of. And then I got some chips here for them to eat with their sandwiches at lunchtime, and then 2 boxes of cereal. So get this put away. Show you what the fridge looks like. Okay, so here is the refrigerator now. You can see I do have 2. I have a chicken and a pork shoulder thawing in there. Here's all the produce in here. And we do have also frozen produce, so we run out of that. We've got frozen. Okay, so now my plan is to just kind of take you through the week, showing you kind of what we're having for dinner. I kind of gave you a synopsis of what the kids are having, right? Basically sandwiches, leftovers, that kind of thing as far as lunch goes. Breakfasts are pretty simple. We have cereal, oatmeal, eggs, that sort of thing. They also have their bagels and English muffins. So really it's dinner, right? Dinner, that's the main thing. So I will show you, what we're having for dinner as we go through the week, and kind of show you as the refrigerator goes down. For me, this is the best way to save money, is just to eat that refrigerator. Make sure that refrigerator is gone, and then go get more after all of the fresh food is consumed. So I have those 2 little bananas here. One of them dropped.
Hope you have a nice Father's Day.
Let's get that out of the way. Make some banana muffins today. And yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so the first meal I'm showing you out of our refrigerator is a salad and shrimp Alfredo. The shrimp we had in the freezer. All of the ingredients for the sauce were already in the refrigerator. And of course the pasta came from the pantry. Over here is the salad. We have spinach that was left there, so we're eating that up tonight. We added some greens from the garden and tomatoes that we bought today. Currently, this is my typical breakfast. Got some light Greek yogurt in there, berries, some nuts, and a little dollop of whipped cream.
Where's the plastic silverware?
Oh.
Okay, I'm just going to show you. There's our bottom freezer. We still have some hamburgers. I'll wipe it out, but we still have some hamburgers left from the cookout yesterday. I'm getting ready to put more meat in this bottom thing. Up here, we just have some frozen veggies, bread. It's ice cream left from yesterday. So went downstairs. We've been trying to clean out our standing freezer downstairs. So this is what I brought up to put in the freezer up here. That's a pork loin. We have some thighs, whole chicken, a family pack of chicken breast, roll of sausage, 3 pounds of ground beef, a roast, bacon, and butt ribs. So, see that price? $1.94 a pound. Last time I checked a couple weeks ago, it's still that price. Get that at Walmart. Okay, so this is what the main freezer looks like right now, the freezer that we're trying to eat down, empty out. I just pulled this top shelf and took it upstairs. We have this big spiral cut ham. My husband got that when he was working at the food manufacturing plant. So he got that, I don't know, it was Christmas or so. But we're not big spiral ham eaters, so that might be hanging out until a holiday. But I'm gonna go ahead and bump all of these up a shelf. This is how I kind of keep track of what's new and what isn't. So I'm gonna get that done. All right, it is Tuesday. Here is our refrigerator situation for the moment. Okay, so talk to you briefly here. You saw, all right, Friday, I was out of town. Everybody had leftovers on Friday. Saturday, my oldest daughter wanted pizza, so I was out of town. So she ordered pizza for herself and her siblings with her own money. So anyway, so nothing had to be cooked there. And then we had Father's Day cookout Sunday. Yesterday ended up being kind of a fend for yourself night because we did end up having kind of an emergency situation. So yeah, so it ended up being fend for yourself. So there's stuff for sandwiches, things like that. So that was eaten. Then tonight I was going to do pork loin. It is thawed in the refrigerator right now, but now one of my daughters is going to have a friend over, so we're going to do taco salad instead. So I pulled out that ground beef. I'm going to get that in a container and thawing in the fridge. So that is dinner tonight. And that's okay, because it'll let us use up the rest of that iceberg lettuce that's in there. So that does mean that I have to go to the store and buy, I think, corn chips. We'll do corn chips instead of tortillas. That sounds good. Okay, so I'm out doing some grocery deliveries, and I just swung into Aldi to get my own. So, like I said earlier, like one of my daughters is having a friend over, and now they're trying to possibly put together a sleepover. So anyway, I got the corn chips for the taco salad. We were already out of the cereal that I bought at the grocery haul at the beginning of the video. So I picked up 2 more boxes of cereal. I grabbed a 2-liter of soda, and I picked up some chocolate, and that came to just under $11. All right, so I was going through the refrigerator. We do have some food waste here. It looks like a little bit of stir fry. Yeah, tiny bit of stir fry. Okay, so just realized that I didn't get a couple of our dinners recorded, or maybe it got deleted. I don't know. So the first dinner we had after the grocery shopping trip at the beginning of the video was vegetable stir fry. I used a bag of stir fry vegetables from the freezer, rice from the pantry, a few of those peppers that I purchased, and a can of black beans from the pantry. And then we also had pulled pork. So it was the pork that I showed you in the refrigerator, and then some of the cantaloupe and spinach salad. All right, this is what the refrigerator looks like today. It is Thursday, and I've got to get it wiped out. It's not completely empty, obviously, but I'm leaving town tomorrow for a festival that I'm vending. So I'm going to be grocery shopping today. I just chopped up those peppers that, well, the rest of them anyway. So I'll have to let everybody know to eat those up with their lunches. And then there's still some blueberries here. and they're still good, so that's fine. Spinach will get eaten, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so this concludes the video for eating low waste.